Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai. All right, once again, this is another installment of Supplemental Saparyam. All right, just like books. It's a series about picking the meat from the bone. When dealing with like books, articles, and things like that. All right, before we start, let's get Ecclesiastes. All right, Ecclesiastes 12 and 12. And further, by these, my son, be admonished of making many books, there is no end, and much study is a weariness of the flesh. All right, so of course, like you don't really like need any of these like extra books. It's good for like research, things like that. All right, but the main thing you want to rely upon is the scriptures. All right, but once again, this book's called Pagan Christianity. It has to do with because like one thing is we're I don't really want to call it like under attack, but we got a lot of scoffers from the Christian community. And, like the foundation of their beliefs like is more grounded in like paganism, than the scriptures. All right, and this is just to this is basically just for the elect. Another thing, just another just like tool out there, in their arsenal. But the main thing in your arsenal should be the scriptures. All right, but this is Deuteronomy 28 and 36. The Lord shall bring thee, and thy king which thou shalt set over thee. All right, so we have leaders, rulers, and things like that. Right, because King David was in slavery with us. And mainly it's all types of like other kings, whether they were like righteous or wicked. All right, because of like reincarnation and things like that. One of many things that these Christians scoff at. All right, but that's one of the things that you get proper understanding. All right. Unto a nation which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, and there shalt thou serve other gods, wood and stone. And that wood and stone, like mainly like the wood has to do with Christianity. That wooden cross. All right, and stone that usually has to do with like Islam. It's another thing that our people are caught up in. All right, but like all those customs, have their root, or in other belief systems, which is like paganism basically. All right, Psalms 119 and 104. Through thy precepts I get understanding, therefore I hate every false way. All right, and that's the type of like mentality you need to have, or towards like all these other belief systems, religions, and things like that. All right, this some of the things in this book, the book in general. All right, it just it's supposed to like make you make you conscious of like the things in Christianity that aren't according to the scriptures. Get one small example. All right, Jeremiah 10 and 1. Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven. For the heathen are dismayed at them. Or because there's a lot of things in Christianity, or a lot of things in the world in general, which are like the customs of the heathen. And right now with this holiday season coming up and things like that, or namely like Christmas and things like that. Though things like that are off according to the Bible, or according to the scriptures. But a lot of our people, they don't know that. Or as far as like the prophecies in the scriptures, serving, like, because they serve gods of wood and stone. All right, verse 3. For the customs of the people are vain, for one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workmen with the axe. They deck it with silver and with gold. They fasten it with nails and with hammers that it move not. Or, and that's basically, that custom of, putting up your Christmas tree and all that. That goes back to, the worship of Nimrod, Nimrod, all right, Semiramis and Tammuz. Just gonna get a few like excerpts so you get the idea. Again, this is all Pagan Christianity, Frank Viola. Okay. All right, so it says right here, it's just a preface. It says, when we dig deeper, we are compelled to ask, where did the practices of the contemporary, church come from? The answer is disturbing. Most of them, were borrowed from pagan culture. Such a statement short-circuits the minds of many Christians when they hear it, but it is unmovable historical fact, and this book, as this book will demonstrate. So it's it's a historical fact. And, they go into Constantine, how he basically like the Roman Empire in general. Or as with this one, they just they're just all about the good customs of each, the more palatable customs and practices, of each culture and religion. But not, but it's never 100% of any of it. They just pick and choose, what they want to follow. And that's pretty much how about. So one of the reasons why modern day Christianity came into existence. And also on a higher level, Satan, just like doing his job, trying to pluck the Lord's elect out of his hand. All right, and so it says throughout our certain like captivities and things like that. All right. This is still the preface and all that. All right, so it says such practices are foreign elements that the Most High's people picked up from their pagan neighbors as far back as the 4th century. Or it even goes further than that. As you may recall, when like Moses left for a little bit. All right, and they tried to get Aaron to make a that golden calf, from Egypt, and so on and so forth. All right, such practices are foreign elements that the Most High's people, Israelites, picked up, from their pagan neighbors as far back as the 4th century. They were embraced, baptized, and called Christian. All right, and they would talk, those are those other like practices, that fused into modern day Christianity. And that is why the church is in the state it is in today, hampered by endless divisions, power struggles, passivity, and lack of transformation among like the Most High's people. All right, but the Most High's people are Israelites. So yeah, the author didn't really like mean to say that. All right, but as far as like the scriptures goes, those are the people, like the people of the Heavenly Father, like fall victim to that. Actually, let's get Ezekiel. here we go. All right, Ezekiel 8 and 13. Actually, let's start at 12. Then said he unto me, Son of man, hast thou seen what the ancients of the house of Israel do in the dark? Every man in the chambers of his imagery, for they say, The Lord seeth us not, the Lord hath forsaken the earth. He said also unto me, Turn thee yet again, and thou shalt see greater abominations that they do. Then he brought me to the door of the gate of the Lord's house, which was toward the north, and behold, there sat women weeping for Tammuz. All right, that goes that goes into Tammuz. He was that was a Babylonian deity. All right, and it's like misconceptions. That's why we have just scoffers against the scriptures in general. All right, just talking about how the Messiah, that's just really Tammuz. That's just really Osiris and things like that. All right, because all of that folklore was fused with the scriptures. All right, but a lot of our people, they've been just drunk on that. All right, and this is all right. When people suggest significant changes in some of the hallowed practices, cries of heretic can be heard, all right, coming from all directions. All right, such protests is common largely because people have little knowledge of the true foundations of their faith. Or just like Israelite and heathen alike, a lot of people have are just misconceptions about these scriptures. All right, so I'm gonna get all right, Hosea 4 and 6. All right, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me. Seest thou hast forgotten the law of the most of thy power, I will also forget thy children. All right, so as far as having a lack of knowledge and everything like that, it's just another purpose of the series, or when you're or just something to supplement your study and research and all that. All right, but it's just more proof, it's just a good book as far as when these Christian scoffers like demons with little knowledge. Not gonna name any names. All right, but yeah, we know who they are. They know who they are. All right, but with that, we're gonna say shalom.